Hey there folks, and welcome to this video. Here I am showing you some touring cars running around Le Mans, and it's for a very interesting reason. Earlier this week it was announced that Studio 397, who make R-Factor 2, the simulator that you're seeing played in the background, were bought out by Motorsport Games. Motorsport Games is the kind of gaming end of Motorsport Network. So Motorsport Network's Motorsport.com and Autosport, and you might have seen them running some sim racing events over the course of the past year. They work with Codemasters, for example, with the Dirt Rally World Series. They also helped with the World RX sort of Race at Home Challenge. They also have the license to Le Mans, the track that these cars are running around. And in addition to that, have the license from the ACO for the Le Mans 24, virtually, for the next decade. So, they have purchased 397, who, as you see, have their own Le Mans. And supposedly, Motorsport Games, whose game titles at the moment are more or less NASCAR Heat, will be using 397's model to, one, help R-Factor 2 to continue to develop. They have said outright that they're looking at consuming 397, they're just looking at investing in 397 and owning the property. But also, they'll be able to help them develop some upcoming games. NASCAR Heat, one of them. The other one, the BTCC title that we know is coming next year, which is going to have an esports element to it. I mean, I know that I talked a while ago about it being potentially Codemasters. I said, maybe it'll be something like this mod here, because this NGTC mod, you see, is actually a mod for R-Factor 2. It wasn't made by 397 because licensing is expensive. And also a World Endurance Championship game, hence Le Mans. And I'll tell you what, with the BTCC going hybrid in 2022, and in addition to that, the 22, 23, the return of manufacturers like Porsche, Audi, Peugeot, and Ferrari to the World Endurance Championship come the likes of 2023, it's going to be pretty awesome. We could see a World Endurance Championship game with Ferrari, Peugeot, Porsche, Audi, Toyota, and then in addition to that, the likes of Glickenhaus and even your GTEs, or if it's GT3s by the time they become the dominant category, your GT3s and your P2s and maybe your P3s. It would be, I'll tell you what, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Aidan Millwood said it best, to be honest, because he said it's a bit like, oh, people have been glass half full, people are not even glass half empty, but they've drained out the glass, thrown it against a wall and smashed it into a million pieces. This, I think, is a lot like the Codemasters takeover. A lot of people are really skeptical of the Codemasters takeover by EA, and to be honest, I understand that. At the same time, I feel like I still would have rather had EA than Take-Two. And in addition to all of that, another thing that I would say is that when it comes to these kinds of things, one of the biggest problems is money. Money talks. And with these smaller developers, like I know R-Factor Pro, so R-Factor 2 is a consumer-grade version of what a lot of motorsport simulators are. So a lot of motorsport simulators will be based off of the R-Factor engine, or will be known as R-Factor Pro or alike. But I'll tell you what, imagine if they have the actual licenses. Imagine if they could afford the actual licenses, which they can now with Motorsport Games. This could be something that could rival iRacing, and it's investing in its online opportunities, so it could easily be the platform to challenge iRacing. And at the end of the day, we're consumers. Like, as much as we may be a community, we're consumers, and it means that we could end up with some of the best possible products out there. And in addition to that, people working with those companies to do it. I love the passion that modern communities have, and I love the work they do. I love this BTCC mod, I love the Super Tourist mod in R-Factor 2 as well. But, here's the key thing. If you can get the actual licenses, and you're able to do it as part of this experience, and it's able to be developed in-house, it's going to be awesome as well. I don't know, I'm definitely optimistic about this, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.